Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. This class is going to be breath work, so I hope that's okay with you. If it's not okay with you, you can leave and I won't be offended. But so I'm just gonna give a quick intro and then we'll get going. So breath work, or it's also known as pranayama in Sanskrit. Prana means energy, life force energy, and then yama means to expand. So in translated, it's the expansion of life force energy. I've heard it translated as the expansion of individual energy to cosmic energy, and I really like that translation personally, just because for me, that's kind of what breathwork has done for me, is it connects me to this bigger picture, to this bigger whole, and to not just the bigger part of myself, but then also to the smallest part of myself, my most centered center, my most infinite place, my most finite place. I don't know, that all sounds so confusing and it's hard to put into words, but breathwork has really kind of changed my life, and it's something that I'm very passionate about, so I like to share it. So we're gonna do, what this is gonna look like is we're just gonna do a few different breath exercises, and this class will probably last about 20 to 25 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes. And we'll just go over some different techniques that can help with anxiety, stress. Some of them are good for energizing, some of them are good for relaxation. All in all, breath work is just, if nothing else, it's really good for your respiratory system, obviously, to get the oxygen moving and flowing through you. It's also very good for your nervous system. If you think about it, when we are mad, what happens to our breath? When we are relaxed, what happens to our breath? I think even in Hollywood or wherever, but they tell actors, like, when you want to get mad in a movie, make your breath short and like sharp. When you want to relax, when you want to find calm, you make your breath long, slow, deep. So it makes so much sense, and it's so straightforward, but at the same time, it's it's something so subtle that we rarely bring attention to it. So, all right. First breath we're going to practice. Some of you may have done this with me before. It's my favorite. It's breath of fire. It's Kapalabhati breath, also known as skull shining breath, also known as breath of fire. And that's just what I usually call it. So this one is really good for cleansing the subtle energy systems of the body. So if you know anything about the nadis, this is for cleansing your nadis. If you don't, it doesn't really matter. I'm not going to get into it. So this is also, this is an energizing breath. So if you wake up, you get out of bed and you want to energize, this is a great one to do. There's different ways you can practice it. We'll do 3 different ways. And then also this one for me is really good at just a quick reset. So sometimes if I feel like I have this monkey mind, my mind is everywhere, then I'll just do this for a couple of minutes, and it really is, like, in my opinion, a really just quick reset. So without further ado, with a little further ado, because I'm going to tell you how to do it. So breath of fire is just sharp exhales from your belly, from your gut. So it's just like you're getting punched in the gut and the air comes out. So it looks like this. So your belly goes in, the air goes out. It's quick, it's fast, and the inhale happens on its own. So you don't think about the inhale. You're not going that's hyperventilating. So you just want the exhale, exhale, exhale. The inhale will happen on its own. Another way that I sometimes describe it is like a dog panting. So big guttural exhale, fast, sharp. We're going to go for 2 minutes. It's going to feel really long. I promise there's going to be a point where you're like, this is the longest 2 minutes of my life. See if you can keep going. If you need to take a break, stop for just a second, do so, and then come back in when you're ready. Join me again when you're ready. If you can, if it's available to you, breathe out your nose. So it looks like this. If you're learning this, I would encourage you to start with breathing out your mouth, and I make a sh sound, so it looks like this. Sh, sh, sh. And that's what I'm going to do just so you can hear me really well. And if you're a beginner, I think the mouth is a little bit easier. So I would start with the mouth. If you get off from my breath, that's fine. If you want to go slower or faster than me, then that's fine as well. And again, we'll go for about 2 minutes. So start by just finding a comfortable seat. Sit up nice and tall. You can kneel, sit cross-legged, sit up on top of a pillow or a blanket. Take a moment, close your eyes, just notice how you feel, notice how you are. Notice the natural rhythm of your breath, the expansion and the contraction. So simply just tuning in and becoming more present. Next time you breathe in, fill up as big as you can. Hold at the very top. And then big sigh out your mouth, let it go. And we'll inhale to begin. Big inhale. And go. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big inhale, fill up, hold. Think of sealing your pelvic floor, finding your root lock. And then big sigh out your mouth, let it go. Take just a moment, come back to your natural breath. And just simply notice how you feel, how your body feels. Maybe notice just that subtle shift of your energy. Feel the prana moving through you, expanding inside of you. And just soak in the after effects. All right, go ahead and open your eyes to a soft gaze. So I said we're going to do 3 rounds. We're going to do 3 rounds. So that was round 1. If you hated it, try 2 more rounds and see if you still hate it. This one is called the Ego Eradicator. So it's from Kundalini Yoga. You use a mudra like this. So you're taking your hands, you're curling your fingers in, sticking your thumbs up, and you're really trying to stretch your hands out. Bring your arms to a, I don't know if this is a 60-degree angle or a 45-degree angle, I'm not quite sure. Just like this. And really outstretch them. Make sure you're not hiking your shoulders up towards your ears. Draw them down and away. And then think of drawing your shoulder blades down on your back body as well. So we're not going to come into this mudra yet. We're just practicing. So we're going to do that same exact breath with your arms in this position. Your shoulders are going to get tired. They might start to burn. See if you can stay and hold. If you need to release the arms, that's fine. You've got 2 more minutes. This is a really good core exercise, so just keep that in mind. You will get rewarded. Your core will be happy with you. So, and your whole body, your respiratory system, all the things. So start again in your comfortable seat. So if you need to adjust, adjust. Sorry that you can't see me sitting down. I'm trying to figure out how to be so that you can see me. Okay, that's a little better. So sit up nice and tall, soften your face, relax your shoulders, lengthen your spine and the back of your neck. Take a moment with your eyes closed just to observe, just to feel, just to be present with what is. come into your ego eradicator mudra. So just like we practiced, arms extend out and up, shoulders back and down, sit up nice and tall. Let's take a big inhale, hold in fullness. Exhale, sigh it out, and inhale to begin. About halfway there. Keep your arms strong, keep your spine long. About 30 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big inhale, reach your arms all the way up, spread all of your fingers, seal your pelvic floor, find your pelvic, lock your Muladhara Bandha. Hold, 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 sip in a little more air. Big sigh out your mouth, let your arms come down by your sides. Ha. Seal your lips gently, stay in your seat, and take a moment to just observe, just to feel, and soak in the after effects once again. And feel that expansive life force energy inside of you, moving through you, pulsating through you, flowing freely. Open your eyes to a soft gaze. This will be our last round. So this one we're going to incorporate our bodies a little bit more. I'm going to give you some options. So you're going to extend your legs forward and reach your arms up. You can bend your knees a lot if you need to so that you can sit up tall. You can also sit up on a pillow or a blanket if that's helpful. So first option, every time you exhale, you're just hinging at your hips and bringing your chest forward. I would say feet hips width distance apart or even a little bit wider. And think of hinging with a little bit of momentum, but stay in control. So each time you exhale, you're connecting to your center. That's your first option. Inhale, exhale, 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 exhale. Second option is we're going to alternate bringing one foot up, switching your feet. So you can see this is going to be at a lot slower pace than what we just did, and you'll probably end up kind of moving at your own pace rather than right with me. So it's just bringing your leg up to a figure four, figure four, figure four. You're using your core to make a lot of those kind of adjustments. So this whole time you're connected to your center with your breath and with the movement. So let's do it. Find your comfortable seat. We won't go for quite as long this time. I shouldn't say comfortable seat because I know it's not comfortable for everybody to sit like this, but find your seat with your legs extended and then bend your knees as much as you need to so you can sit up tall. Reach your arms to the sky, flex your toes. Close your eyes, take a great big inhale. Exhale, sigh it out your mouth. Inhale to begin. So just big, strong exhales. Strong exhale. Strong exhale. Hinge as far as you can at your hips. Keep going. Each time you reach up, try to lengthen your spine. You're about halfway there. See if you can move a little faster. Make sure your exhales are coming from your belly. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend both legs out, reach both arms up, big inhale. Seal your pelvic floor, Muladhara Bandha, reach. Big exhale out your mouth. Bring your arms forward, grab hold wherever you can reach. Take a few deep breaths, stretching here. Keep your toes flexed. Press your heels down. And try to engage through your quads, the tops of your thighs. Lengthen your spine. Take about 3 more rounds. You can either come back to your natural breath or use Ujjayi breath if you're familiar with it. Maybe you want to take a sigh out your mouth. And then slowly roll up through your spine, and for a moment, just sit again. Just regular seat. Cross-legged or kneeling. Close your eyes. Sit up tall. See how you feel. Soak in the after effects. Feel the energy moving through you. All right, you guys. Woohoo! That was Kapalabhati breath. So, the next one we're gonna do, hi beautiful Cynthia. Next one we're gonna do is, this one is maybe a weirder one, but I love it so much. It's called Bhramari. It's bee humming or bee buzzing breath. So for me, I love this one when I feel like I'm kind of in a place in my life where I feel like I don't have a voice, or when I feel, sorry, my phone. When I feel kind of like I'm not in my power in my voice, or if I want to clear my throat chakra or bring just like energy through this space, this is a great breath exercise to practice. So, and also they say this one relieves anxiety and stress. They say it helps with blood pressure, sinus infections, and migraines. So there's not a lot of scientific proof, so I hesitate to say all those things, but they have had, they've done studies just with people's experiences. So it's worth a try, I say, no matter what. I just approach all this stuff like I'm going to drink the Kool-Aid and see what happens. So, all right, getting into the breath. We're plugging our ears, first of all. So I'm going to give you a few options. If you just want to plug your ears, you can just plug your ears just like you normally would. That's fine. Next option, you can plug your ears with your thumbs. So your thumbs on that little kind of cartilage bone right there. Thumbs there, and then fingers like this on your head. So you can kind of feel the vibrations coming up into your head. Final option, and this is where it gets weird, but it's the best. I think the weirder the better. So thumbs on your ears, index fingers on your eyebrows, moving towards your third eye center, middle fingers on your eyelids, so they're just pressing up against kind of the bridge of your nose and the inside of your eyelids, and then forefinger right, or I guess that's your ring fingers, right above your nostrils. So you're not plugging your nostrils, but you're kind of keeping them from flaring a lot. And then your pinky fingers are just hanging out in space. So the idea of this is you're bringing all your senses inward, and so go ahead and let go. If you were doing that mudra with me, go ahead and let go, open your eyes. I'll explain more what we're doing. So all we're doing, we're bringing our senses inward, and we're going to inhale, fill up, and then when we exhale, we're humming. So it will look something like this. You don't have to do it yet, just watch. So inhale and exhale, hum. Okay, so you can kind of see how I did different pitches. That's one of my favorite things to play with. So that second pitch, I kind of feel my throat kind of get caught. So that's where I'm like, okay, I want to really power through this one. I look at it like each of our chakras has kind of a different vibration and a different pitch to it. So if you feel like there's energy kind of stuck here, can you find the pitch that coincides with that and start to move energy through that space? So I kind of do like root is like really deep, and then going up, the pitch goes up. Sometimes I like to play with one hum, moving through different pitches in that same exhale. So please just be open to it. It's gonna seem weird if your kids are around. They're probably gonna be like, "What are you doing? You're a weirdo." And we are, and it's awesome. So we'll play with it. The hard thing about this is to cue you out of it. So just try to listen for when you can't hear anything else going on your screen, or when you hear me. Maybe just every so often check, but we'll go for about 2 minutes so you can kind of guesstimate that yourself. So Bhramari breath, bee buzzing breath. If you're coming with me, index fingers on your eyebrows, middle fingers on your eyelids, ring fingers right above your nostrils, thumbs are plugging your ears. Big inhale, fill up, and exhale, begin. Finish the round you are on. And then take a big inhale, fill up as big as you can, seal your pelvic floor, lock in all that energy, seal it in. So Muladhara Bandha, and then big exhale out your mouth. And just sit for a moment, eyes closed. Come back to the natural rhythm of your breath and just feel energy moving. Feel prana expanding. Feel the after effects of that simple breath practice. Open your eyes to a soft gaze. Okay, that's as weird as we will get. Last one. This is going to be the last one. It's always crazy to me how fast time goes when we're doing these. So last one is alternate nostril breathing. Many of you have probably done this before. This one is great for balancing out both sides of the body. It's great for balancing out the masculine, which is typically your right side, and the feminine. So kind of integrating those two polarities, and also your right and left brain. So just getting your right and left brain to work more together. And also, they say that that's good for PTSD, just getting both sides of the brain going. So yeah, take it for what it's worth. Yeah, we will go ahead and do this one. It's called Vishnu Mudra, the what we do with our hands. So it's just putting your index finger and your middle finger down. Your ring finger, your pinky finger stay up, your thumb stays up. As you can see, I am like slightly handicapped in doing this. So I sometimes just put my ring finger down and use a hang loose sign. So I give you permission to do that if you want. If you want to be technical and do it correctly, it's Vishnu Mudra with your fourth finger, your ring finger up. Also, what you can do, some people do, is put their index finger and middle finger at their third eye center, boop, and then you can kind of seal your nostrils like this. If you have a stuffy nose, blow your nose really quick. So all we're gonna do, and I'll cue you through the first few rounds, and then you'll just continue on your own. We're just plugging one nostril, exhaling out the other nostril, inhaling through the same nostril, then plugging that nostril, exhaling through the other. It will make more sense if we just do it. So find your comfortable seat, sit up nice and tall. Maybe take a couple deep breaths on your own. Soften your face, unclench your jaw, soften your eyelids, your forehead. Let your shoulders relax. And let your shoulder blades kind of melt down your back body. And just notice how you feel. Notice how you are. Now find either Vishnu Mudra or Hang Loose Mudra with your right hand. And with your right thumb, cover your right nostril. Inhale through your left nostril. Cover your left nostril with either your ring finger or your pinky finger. Exhale through your right nostril. Now stay like this. Inhale through your right nostril. Hold the breath for just a second. Seal your right nostril. Let go with your left. Exhale through left. Stay as you are. Inhale through left. Hold the breath for just a second. Seal your left nostril, release your right, and exhale through right. Stay as you are. Inhale through right. Hold. Seal right, release through left. Inhale through left. Hold. Seal left, release through right. Inhale through right. Hold. Seal right, release through left. Inhale through left. Hold. Seal left, release through right. Inhale through right. Continue on your own for your next few rounds. If you get confused, just alternate the nostrils you are breathing through. You can just do inhale through right, exhale through left, no big deal. Next time you exhale through your left nostril, after that, go ahead and release your hand and either rest your hands in your lap or arms down by your sides or hands at your heart. No rush. And then once you are just in your comfortable seat, arms relaxed, notice, feel, and observe. This one, notice more. Has anything shifted in your mind? Maybe your mind has slowed down just a little bit. That monkey mind has kind of quieted. If not, no big deal. It's just observation, no judgment. Next time you breathe in, reach your arms to the sky, fill up. Exhale, hands into your heart. Thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your day to practice with me, to do a little bit of breath work, maybe some of it new or uncomfortable, but just being open to trying new things. I challenge you, or I should say I invite you to try this on your own, maybe a couple times a week, and just see how you feel. Thank you so much for practicing with me. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. All right, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm actually teaching at Awaken next Tuesday in the studio, so I hope to see you there at 6:30. It will be a power class, not a breathwork class. So if you didn't like this, still come to my power class. Love you. Cynthia, I love you. Yes, if you can do this daily, that's where the biggest results will come. Just like everything else, consistency is key. So start with a couple times a week, then maybe try 3 times. If you can do it daily, even for just like 10 minutes in the morning or in the middle of the day, change your life. It will change your life. Thank you guys. Love you, Cynthia.